Welcome to Breakaway, everyone. I'm excited to have on the show with me today Meredith Holland, who is the Executive Director of My Sister's House. And My Sister's House is a shelter that provides support for victims of domestic violence. Meredith, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Well, first, Meredith, start off by telling us what exactly constitutes domestic violence. It's not just physical abuse, correct?
No, it's not. Most people think about domestic violence as physical abuse, with the bruises and the things that you can see. 100% of the women that we work with have said that they have suffered through emotional, mental abuse, and the men too, because we do work with men. But not everybody has been physically abused, but that's what most people think of when they think of domestic violence. But it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical, it's sexual, it's financial, and it can be all of those things or some of those things.
And I think that's sometimes misunderstood.
Yeah, very much so.
And there are a lot of myths regarding domestic violence, and maybe you could share some of those with us, and also maybe talk about some of the statistics.
Okay.
Because it's very serious.
One of the big ones that we hear a lot is, why does she stay? Why doesn't she leave? That, you know, people think it's so easy to leave a situation like that. The reality is that fear is a big component of why people don't leave.
Sure.
When a person, and I'll use women as when I'm talking, because most of the people we work with are women, and I'll get into those statistics in a minute.
But that is important. You did say you also have men,
work with
children,
men.
Teenagers.
Yeah. But fear of not being able to support themselves, fear of losing their children, fear of dying, because leaving a violent home can be the most dangerous time for a victim of domestic violence, because the batterer is actually losing control. They leave. The batterer may say, I love you, I'm going to change, and so they return, hoping that that will happen, only to find out that that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Lack of support, lack of jobs, and especially in this economy, or any economy for that matter. If you've never worked, or if you're underemployed, finding a job may be difficult, because a lot of times there's financial abuse there, and they don't work, or they have to hand their paycheck over to their batterer. Not being able to support themselves and their children when they leave.
So really a lot of different factors go into this. And so let me ask you, what is it that you guys do to help out and support them exactly? In all these different realms you offer support?
Yeah. Let's just say they come into our office here where we're sitting right now, and we will work with them if they want to go through the court system to, you know, get protection through the court system, but not everybody may want that. Maybe they need some financial guidance. They may want to go through our life skills program, which helps them with budgeting and finances and just life skills. They may want to come to our support groups. They may need safety planning. And so we help them with that. We're one of the few shelters in the United States that allows families to bring their pets with them. We're a pet-friendly shelter.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, because that's another reason why people won't leave. They don't want to leave their pets behind.
That's very true.
So we're sort of try to be all-encompassing to allow them to get the services they need and break down any barriers that keep them in a violent home.
And there are a lot of different ways that you can get involved as a volunteer. Tell us about some of those. Okay.
Of course, we have the board of directors. You can serve on our board of directors. We have crisis training a couple of times a year, so people can help us with the volunteers take crisis call on the weekends and during the evenings. Child care when we have our support groups. Just doing things at the shelter like painting a room. We have a garden club that is interested in helping us do some work at the shelter to make the backyard a little nicer. Just various ways. We have a lot of high school students that come through here that do things like shred documents for us, answer the phones, make copies, work at the resale store. The resale store has a lot of volunteers, and that's called a Second Season.
And that is right over by Mama's Pizza, right off of 43?
It's in Benvenue Plaza, 1360 Benvenue Plaza. It's called a Second Season. If you can't volunteer hours, you can donate clothing to the resale store.
So there's really any way that anybody wants to get involved, they can. And I notice also they come in and they read books to the children. You can get involved in craft activities. Just a lot of different ways that you can fit your gifts and your talents into helping out here.
Helping at our fundraisers. We have several fundraisers a year, and maybe you're talent is working at a fundraiser and helping us with that. We are having an art show. We have a big fundraiser at the end of October, beginning of November. We do other things throughout the year. So, you know, there are a variety of ways that maybe I haven't even thought about that somebody else can say, you know, I have a talent, I can do this, I can donate my time and do this.
And you welcome all of those as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, we really appreciate you being with us today, Meredith. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And this really is a very serious issue, domestic violence, and there is hope and there is help, as you can see today. So if you are someone who is in need of help, or if you know someone who's in need of help, please contact the number on our screen or visit their website. And perhaps you're somebody that just this touched your heart and resonated with you and you would like to get involved. Please, again, visit the website. We'll be right back.